Island. On a sun-drenched island, where volcanoes slept and lizards basked, lived a girl named Elara. She didn't build sandcastles like the other children. Instead, she built tiny, perfect models of the world around her. A miniature gecko, a little house with a red roof, a tiny volcano with a puff of cotton smoke. One day, a famous modeler named Orin arrived. He was known for his grand, magnificent models of famous buildings and monuments. He carried a large, leather briefcase filled with tools and blueprints. He looked down at Elara's tiny creations and sighed. Models should be grand, he said, not small. Elara tried to explain that the small things were the most important. The tiny lizards, the little flowers. They are the heart of the island, she said. But Orin just shook his head and began to work on his own model, a towering, magnificent replica of the island's grandest lighthouse. That night, a strange, shimmering mist rolled in from the sea. It swirled around the village, and when the sun rose, everything was different. Orin's grand lighthouse model had shrunk to the size of a thimble, and his briefcase was now a tiny, doll-sized case. But that wasn't all. Elara's tiny gecko model had grown to be as big as a real lizard, and her little house now stood tall and proud, a perfect, life-sized home. The cotton smoke from her volcano model was now a real, gentle wisp of steam. Orin was bewildered. His grand models were now uselessly small. He looked for Elara, who was happily admiring her new, life-sized creations. "How can we fix this?" he asked, his voice full of worry. Elara thought for a moment. "Perhaps," she said, "we need to build something together. Something that is both grand and small, with all the little details that make the island special." Orin, humbled, agreed. They worked all day. Orin used his precise tools to shape the grand structure, while Elara used her nimble fingers to add tiny, perfect details. A little ladybug on a leaf, a miniature wave crashing on the shore, a single, delicate flower. As the sun set, they finished their masterpiece, a beautiful model of the entire island, with the grand lighthouse standing tall, but also with every little lizard and flower in its place. The moment they finished, the shimmering mist returned. The next morning, all the models were back to their proper size. Orin's lighthouse was grand again, but he now carried a small, perfect model of a gecko in his pocket. He had learned that the grandest things are often made of the smallest, most beautiful details.